everyone.
Hello.
Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hello.
Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
I feel like we haven't seen Sophia in a long time.
I know. And Cajun.
Cajun's getting a book read
Hi,
tonight.
Anita.
Hi, Anita.
Hey.
And everybody's just saying hi to everybody.
Hi to everybody.
So what's everybody reading?
Well, I am currently reading For Better or Worse, which is the 13th book in the Jen McKinley series.
Will that catch you up, or is there more after that one?
That'll
That's
catch me up
called
for right now because in the 14th book not out yet.
Yeah.
It's not out yet. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that'll catch me up. And it's actually not on my SAS. Oh no, it is on my SAS list. Never mind. But some of the series I realize I'm caught up in, they're not even on my SAS list.
Like
Yeah.
I'm working. I've worked on some too, and I'm like, I'm almost caught up with this, but it's not on my list. But it's just I'm trying to catch up on series anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I only have a few left on my list, but not necessarily because I finished all of them. Some of them I just can't find,
Yeah.
or I'm having trouble finding, stuff like that. And then the coffee house is on there, and I just haven't been in the mood for the coffee house. I love it, but it's just one of those things. I don't know.
Hi, Cozy.
Hey,
Hi.
Cozy. Anita. What are you reading, Beth?
I'm reading, where is it? Chocolate Covered Murder. I think it's book 3 in the Pumpkin Hollow mystery. And then I think I started, what was it? Sorry, I'm all over the place. Nope, I read that already. A Dash of Murder, which was like a 4-hour audiobook. I'm about an hour away from finishing, so I might try and do that somewhere in between the sprints to do some homework. So
Hey, there you go.
I have A Charmed Summer by Kathy Daly. It's 4th in the Gooseberry Bay series.
Yeah. So I am going to work on Spy School Revolution by Stuart Gibbs. It's number 8 in the Spy School series, and then I have one more, and I'm caught up. So
Nice.
trying to get caught up on that. And the last one that I have, number 9, I actually have an ARC copy of it. So that's why I've been trying to hurry up and get through it since they sent me one. I wanted to hurry up and get through it.
Nice.
And since it's spooky season, I got to show my spooky cover here. So, and this is Crota by Al Goingback. I want to work on it, and he's a Native American horror author, and I've never tried before. So.
That's interesting.
Hi, Kay.
Hi, Kay.
Hi, Kay.
That's an interesting bookstore. And who was it? Sherry put up some books that she got from the library, and one of them looked really scary. I think it was called The Mall. I was like, why you got to make the mall scary, people? I mean, leave the mall alone.
Mm-hmm.
So Sophia's still reading The Hitchhiker's Guide, and Nancy's doing the Quick in the Thread.
Yay!
And let's see. And Cozy's changed her Assassin list a million times.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that, well, it's not that you've changed your mind on them. You just took them out instead of leaving them there.
Same.
So you've done way more than 21.
True.
The Cajun's reading Rigged Rising, a donut shop. Number something really.
Well, there's like 53 of them.
Something really high. Wow. So it's a number that's really high.
Really, there really is 52, I think.
Yeah, I remember that. That's the one I think that Cozy said she read a whole bunch and then got burned out. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe.
So reading The Name of All Things by Jen Lyons.
Excellent.
Don't know that one. And Anita's reading The Death by Hot Apple Cider.
Cute.
Well, that sounds like a good way to go. Hot apple cider.
Yes, it does.
Nita, I love that series. Excited for it to come out.
Which series is that?
Death by Hot Apple Cider.
Is that the bookshop mysteries that has Death by Eggnog, Death by Pumpkin Spice, Death by?
Oh, I don't know.
That's Alex
Erickson?
Erickson, something like that.
Is that? Maybe it is. Yeah, I don't know.
That's my guess.
Yeah, it is.
Jolie, it's not just the Death by Hot Apple Cider. I was asking what series she was reading.
It's Alex Erickson.
Yeah, she says it. Alex
Okay.
Erickson
So
down
the
here.
bookstore, yeah.
I thought that might be what it was. I didn't like the main character in that one. I think I read 4 or 5 of them and then gave up.
Mm.
So my TBR keeps changing. I have like 47 series on her SAS list. Yeah, Nancy's got them going now. So yeah, I read 20 donut shop books and then got burnt out. Yeah,
I tried them, and have you guys tried them?
I've not. No.
No.
I tried them, and I don't remember. I didn't think I liked it very well. The series, I don't know why it just didn't appeal to me, which is weird because culinaries are probably my favorite. Well, they are my
I
favorite.
don't know. I
besides
think
human bees
after you've hit like
or farms.
past like I don't know 30 or 40, I think it's time to try a new series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't get near to there. I mean,
I know. No, I'm talking about the author. I mean, is
Yeah.
that like the only thing she writes? Is that one?
No, it's the
Tried to-
author that author writes under like 5 or 6 different pen names. It's Tim Myers.
Oh.
If you've heard of them, it's Miranda Bliss. Or hold on, I'll look it up. I don't want to tell you wrong, but they write under a ton of different names and have a.
It must
bunch
be
of
the only
series.
thing that they do then, because that's like way a lot.
I
of
mean,
books.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hey, Melanie. Hey, Mike.
What?
Hi.
Oh, hi. It says finish Body at the Bayou, reading Murder at the Spring Ball by Benedict Brown. I don't know that one either. Only 4 books left on my SAS list. 1 ebook I'm reading, and then 3 more audiobooks. Wow.
Nice.
I need to update mine because I have read several since the last time I updated mine on the
I need to update mine too.
Yeah.
badly.
so that I know exactly where I am. I just keep going. And it's funny though, is because I've read probably like half the list. I've almost finished, like caught up with. Then like the other half I haven't touched.
Okay, so Jessica Beck, Jessica Beck writes a donut shop, and they're 52, and then that person is also. Oh, let me go back. That person is also Elizabeth Bright, who writes the card making shop series, and then that's also Casey Mays that writes the Mystery by the Number series, which is also Melissa Glazer, who writes the Clay and Crime series.
Wow.
Also, Chris Cavender, which is a pizza series that has 7 books in it. And then is also the Tim Myers that I was talking about, which has a Lighthouse Inn mystery series, a slow cooker series, a soap making series, and a candle shop series.
Wow.
That's a lot of series.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
don't
like-
think I've read any of them.
I'm like, that's some craziness there.
Mm-hmm.
So at least Cajun agrees that the MC can be annoying. So,
Oh, and the Jessica Beck? I don't know.
and I think that's then the.
Oh, Alex Erickson. Sorry.
I think. So I'm reading the Pumpkin Spice Apparel by Jen McKinley.
I just finished that like yesterday and then
Hi,
started
Mike.
the brand new. Hi, Mike.
So Nancy said she's only doing numbers of books on it. Yeah. So she's like, yeah. Oh, that's what I figured. I have my 21, but I figured I think I've read over 21 actual books off of the list. So I figured I was doing pretty good.
That's
What does
really
that? What
amazing.
does that mean? She means she's only reading 21 books in series.
On no,
who is
she's
that?
Nancy or
Yeah.
Nancy said she's just counting how many books that she's taken off her SAS list. So she has like 40 something series, but she's read actually 61 books from.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that's where I was getting confused. Okay.
And Melanie wants to know if that is a new book. Oh, Anita wants to know if that was a new book. The Pumpkin Spice Peril. That's not a new book, is it?
It's number 12.
Yeah, no.
I only know because, like I said, I just read it yesterday and then immediately started for better or worse, thinking I could use it for something that I can't. So I'm still going to be caught up. So I'm excited about that.
I just wondered why you weren't using it for F, because I find the F to be harder to find than a B.
I've already got my F.
Yeah, then you said you did the F. Oh, okay.
And fine. I really wasn't trying to cheat. And I was just teasing. I knew Cozy would say no. I mean, because those are the rules. So I was just teasing. But I just thought it would be like I thought it would fall into the A and category, like of sort of thing in my head. So I just kind of skipped it and thought it was, okay, it'll count as my B. I have plenty of time to find a B. And I think I'm going to read next month. Cozy gave me a great idea. I'm going to, for one of my scavenger hunt picks, that's the craft one. I'm going to read the Silver 6 crafting series that we were all talking about the seniors. Mm-hmm. And its first book is called Basket Case, so it can count as
there you go.
I have that book.
I'm excited.
I'll read it. Yeah.
I'm going to read it next month.
So Cozy likes the Pizza Lover series. So.
Oh, by
Hi, Giselle.
Hi, Giselle.
It's number 12. Mm-hmm. Oh, the conversation about the B and the F. Yeah.
I wasn't just randomly trying to make some word count for another word. Not really.
Kay says, do all those food name books make you
Yeah. Sometimes they make me hungry, but more often they just make me laugh. Oh. Because I only have a week left to tell my jokes to kids, you guys might hear jokes in my videos all the time now. But my joke today, what do you get when you cross a snowman and a vampire?
Oh no.
Frostbite. Oh my gosh.
And do they just look at you like you're not even funny?
What's that?
Do they just look at you like you're not even funny?
Every time.
I feel like that's all kids. They're just like, it's not funny.
Mm-hmm. Every time. Mm-hmm. Which makes me laugh more.
Right.
I like that. She's made butter noodles so many times for a quick dinner before lives. Now she gets on live and craves it. You associate it with your lives now, you know, so it's like, I got to have some of that. She hasn't heard of any of them here in the UK.
Oh.
They have to say 2 for she accepted doesn't count, just A, N, and D.
She meant then we have to say that.
Oh, yeah, then we have to say, yeah.
Like you said, you have time to find another B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have one letter in mind that I'm like, do I have an N book? Because I haven't checked. I know that for some of them, I had things already picked out that I was going to probably read like next month. So now I'm like, do I have an N? Because I'm spelling monster and I'm like, oh. So we'll do a reading sprint at 15 after.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
There you go. Do Grafton's B is for burglar.
How far are you, Tiffany, into the Camper and Criminals? Are you in them at all? Because the first one is a B.
I've read, I think I'm on 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, now I got my B covered. I just need an E.
I did need an E as well. I don't know what I'm using.
Yeah, and Cozy said, oh, and I do read the Cockleberry Club, but of course the next 2 books I need don't have E in it, or don't start with an E. I'm like,
time to read.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy reading, everyone.
Ooh, somebody's vocal.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd everybody do?
I did pretty good. I got 2 chapters done.
I got from 27 to 42%.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Tiffany, what kind of hat do you have on your head today?
Ghosts.
Oh, ghost. Okay.
That's cute.
Nice.
I don't know where I started, to be honest with you, but I'm at 45% into 4 Better or Worse. That's 4 Better or Worse, not Better or Worse.
I'm 91% into the Spy School Revolution, so I'm almost
91?
You're finishing that one next round.
Yeah, nice. How was yours, Lee?
Good. I read 2 chapters.
I saw way down Gisela. Did you see guys? Gisela said towards the end, she's like, I have to restart my book. I have no clue what's going on. And then I realized she's reading Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, which I think is really common because it's exactly like you said. You think you're getting the sequel and that at least something about this, instead it's this whole other thing. So it's easy to be like, is this even the right book?
Yeah, like just sell it. If you're in space right now and NASA's involved, yes, you're in the right book and you didn't miss anything. That's how it's going.
Yeah, I started laughing when I saw what she's reading. I was like, oh yeah, that's why.
So Cozy says she's going to make sure that she saves books for the ABC challenge next year.
Well, Cozy, if I was as organized as you, I could make that happen. I just realized that I didn't even put like 6 books from between this month and last month on my Goodreads. Like,
so
today it says I read. It's so today, if you look at my Goodreads, it says I finished like 6 books because I was like, oh, I didn't put that. So I had to like current read and then finish it.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at my currently reading, I've like read most of them off of there. I just haven't moved them to read.
I'm the worst at it, Storm. Man.
I've already hit like my goal and I still on Goodreads, but my goal on Goodreads was 125 books, but my actual amount of books that I've read is like 190 something. So
wow.
If that tells you how good I have been at Goodreads.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to start at the beginning of my list and go through and see which ones I forgot to mark on Goodreads.
Wow.
So Nancy says she thinks E's the hardest, and Cozy told her the Cackleberry Club series by Laura Childs has 6 out of 9 books starting with E.
Oh, wow.
So I'll have to remember that for next time.
We all start with egg. Excellent day.
Hi, Sharon. Oh, she's late to the party again. That's okay.
Hi.
Yeah,
you're here. That's what matters.
Thank you.
Hi, Cornflower Blue.
Hi.
I love your
Well,
profile
since
picture.
she said she's new to the rest of you, why don't you introduce your channels? Because I didn't do that at the beginning. So we'll start with Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. My channel is the Beach Bum Butch. Rewind. That's my rewind button. Sorry. I do that with the kids. So it's like, okay. My name is Tiffany. My channel is the Beach Bum Bookworm. And I read cozy mysteries and romance, although I've been in such a romance reading slump. But that's mostly what I chat about on my channel. So if you enjoy cozy mysteries or you want to get into cozy mysteries, check it out. Subscribe today. Okay.
Bev, you're next.
All right, I'm Bev, and I am the Cozy Reader Life on YouTube and also Instagram. I am more active on Instagram, and I read cozy mysteries and historical romance, but I also have been in a historical romance slump lately.
My name's Leaf. My channel's Dark Roots Creations. I read a bunch of different genres. My channel's mostly vlogs about my life, tags, and bookish stuff.
So she is reading What Lives in the Woods. I just read that.
So you just read that one.
Yes. Are you liking it? I liked it. I thought it was cute. Yep. Yep, the Tiffany sounds nice and creepy. Yep.
It does sound. It sounds creepy.
It's a middle grade book, so it can't be too creepy. Though I have read
It's too
quite a
creepy
few
for me. I can tell you by the title that it's too creepy for me.
Well, I was gonna say, well, it can't be too creepy, but I think mine that I just finished by Delilah S. Dawson was pretty creepy for a middle grade. So, okay, that's where she was confused. Okay, so Anita read 2 chapters.
Nice, Anita.
27 pages for Melanie. 71% into A Dash of Murder.
Nice, Cozy. Is that the first in a series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cajun got 20%.
Wow. Nice.
Nancy 10%. She's at 43.
Excellent.
Okay, she said she thought she accidentally skipped the second chapter, so that might be why she.
Then again, maybe didn't.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Is that Rocketta Reads?
Rocket reads.
Yeah, Is it Rocketta? She's new.
So
Listening to it. Sherry just finished that
Yeah.
one.
Mm.
oh my gosh. Skipping over that first part
I
of
knew what you were gonna
it. I always ask people.
Yes.
So if you're familiar with Storm, but not me, I'm always gonna ask you what you had for dinner.
And she really wants to know.
I
Yes.
do want to know.
Cozy's calling out my secret planner side here. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 books planned out for the ABC challenge.
Do you? That's amazing.
I started looking for the weird letters to see what I could get.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
That's really, really smart.
That's where
I maybe when I start this new job, I'll have more time, but I just feel like right now getting like my other stuff, everything in now is like, ooh, okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So Sharon wants to know what the ABC challenge is, but I think Cozy told her a little bit. See.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to find a title that starts with every letter of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, so A through Z. And then
there's 2 sides to it. You can
I was going to say, we're doing a cozy one and then a
regular
one that for other books. Because a lot of us read the other books.
The other books you do, well, like either cozy mystery genre, all the letters A through Z, or other genres A through Z. You cannot mix them together.
no fraternizing.
And you have the
Recognizing the genre.
whole year of 2022 to do it.
Sorry,
So
my
Casey
husband's
says
making coffee for me.
Hey, that's good. If my Kindle doesn't update Goodreads for me, I would look like I rarely read because I discovered that I always forget. Yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. Hi, Kairu. What you doing, Kai?
Kay read 17 pages, distracted, adding my new books to Goodreads and my never-ending list and list of TBR ideas. Yeah, that
Yep.
happens.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
she says it. It's a cute book. She's a good middle grade author. She is. I've liked all 3 of the books I think that I've read by her, but I think Scritch Scratch is my favorite one out of them.
I want to read that one really bad now.
I like that one.
Come here. You can come here. Come on.
I'm actually like, did I add it or not?
Oh, Tiffany, she had cheeseburger macaroni.
Ooh, that sounds
Mhm.
good.
It does sound good.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, yes, so you can work on one challenge or both, but no mixing the genres. I want to challenge people to read more cozies. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I did decide to make mine all cozies.
You
I
did?
I decided to go that route. Yeah.
Of course,
I'll probably
I did.
try to do both of them and see how far I get with both of them.
There you
because
go.
I read
Wow,
too many
now
of the
that's
other. I read too many of the other books.
I'm ambitious to do the cozy, the regular, a 2022 SAS challenge, your regular books. We're doing the classics, so
Yeah.
a lot.
A lot.
There you go. I had a great dinner tonight. Salmon and assorted sauteed veggies.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, Sharon's all in for cozies.
Yay, Sharon!
Yay.
She
She says, I'm in my 50s and my parents are in their 70s, and we all enjoyed Lindsay Curry's middle grade books. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
cute.
For all
That's
ages.
sweet. I love it.
Trying to see what else she has.
So you could see. So you could ABC say middle grade books. Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
My 2022 goal is to read more middle grade, so I need a challenge to help it along. Yeah, so you could do that.
Perfect.
Or you could mix your, like, if you have one that's just for cozies because Ro wants us to read more cozies, and then
Sorry,
you
guys.
could do one for any other genre, and you could have it mostly middle grade, or you could do some like other mystery thrillers, romance, or anything like that in there.
Come on.
Which is why I said I could probably do two of each because I read so many of the other things like.
Yeah.
And most of the books that's probably on my SAS list or whatever I do for next year, I'll probably be looking to see how many of those can go on.
Come here, baby.
Yeah.
Crossover.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I wanted November to be a nice, quiet month for me, and it's not turning out that way at all. It's overwhelming.
Mm-mm.
I know I said no more readathons, and then Gavin introduced the final Believe-a-thon. And and I love the Believe-a-thon, and this is going to be the last one. He's not going to do any more. And so,
Oh, really?
yeah, it's the final one. So I feel like I need to participate. But it's middle grade books, so I mean, it won't be that bad. And I was going to read a bunch of middle grade anyway. But it's got like 30 prompts, but he's got them on cards, and so you like shuffle the cards, and then you draw a prompt out, and then you read a book for that prompt, and you can do as many of the prompts as you want. So if you just want to read one book, you just shuffle them, pick out a prompt, and then read that book, or you can do all 30 if you're that ambitious. But yeah,
Is there a reason that this is the last one?
he's put a lot of effort into it, and he's the only one that does it, and I think he's just kind of tired of doing it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If you get a chance, go to How to Train Your Gavin and just check out his video for that, because he puts a lot of effort into his videos. He dresses up as different characters. He's dressed up as like Sherlock Holmes,
that's cool.
Velma from Scooby Doo.
That's
And
cool.
No, I will love that.
Yeah. And he's I don't know which one it is, the Bette Midler witch off of
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. But he does that, put a spell on you, but he's got it changed into like Believe-a-thon, and he has it in the background, her singing and stuff, and he's doing all the things that she does, and he's almost got it almost in sync with her trying to he's doing
That's
it. He does a
funny.
really good job.
That's
That's
awesome.
pretty amazing. Well, anybody that dresses up, you know that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Books and I'm there.
And he reads a ton of middle grade, but he reads adult books too, but mostly it's middle grade. That's kind of what he's known for, is middle grade.
Right.
So Cozy's not going to do the SAS list.
And she says she's just going to read for fun. 4 comments down, she's already made a goal for herself. So, you know.
So I ended up with 27 ABC lists.
Good luck. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, if you do one for each genre.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
too much.
So I'm continuing the SAS, but not pressuring to do the series. Okay. Then my biggest project in 2020 is to work on audio series. Yeah, because you kind of fell out of those at the end of this year because you got more into the ebooks, I think it was. So okay, so I'm planning on an ABC of cozies and an ABC of miscellaneous books. Yep, see, that'll be me.
Yay.
I think my problem will be with the cozies is they're all going to be the same letter. Murder of the this, death of the this. I have M and D already figured out. There you go.
There you go.
Well, I'm a series reader. I have an entire journal for it. So, of course, he's going to be working on the series. She just doesn't want an official list. Because that's like me. I make a list and then I don't follow it.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if you watched my video that I just put up the other day. I said I wanted to read more cozy, or not cozy, but classics. But if I make a list of the 12 classics I'm going to read next year, I won't want to touch the books on that list.
Right.
So I'm going to write like potential classics that I want, put them in a jar, and then like draw some out, like draw 2 out. And then if I get to one of them that month, I'll feel good. That way I have like, you know, an option.
Yeah.
But do you ever watch those videos where somebody, and I don't know who it was, I'm not going to call them out, but they had their jar of names and they pulled the book out. They're like, I don't want to read that one. 5 books later of pulling out, I'm not in the mood for that one. I don't want to read it. It's like, why even pull from
That's
the jar?
me.
Just pick a book you want. It wasn't
Who's
you.
that?
Though.
No. I'm saying, but that's totally something.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, because I did a list on Discord chat. Haven't followed it. I did it on YouTube. Haven't followed it. So I just don't bother anymore.
Yeah.
I've done really well with my TBRs that I've set for like the last couple of months, which I'm really proud of myself for. But I go off of that. Like Spy School Revolution wasn't even on my list, so you know. But I looked at my list and I've almost got all the books. And then I try to leave it to where anything else, like my audiobooks, is kind of whatever I decide to read.
I guess I misunderstood when I first read the SAS list thing, because I didn't make a list first. I was just like, oh, as I read them and complete the list, I'll just put it on there. So I didn't have to stick to a series because I guess I didn't understand that that's how it worked. But
Define
Tiffany,
cozy.
cozies.
So think of Hallmark movies and mystery, or a Hallmark movie that contains a murder. So it's usually set in a small town where everybody knows everybody, a lot of like town going ons and events. There's the sleuth, or the person that figures out the crimes, not normally a professional, so not a detective or a cop or anything like that. They're usually an amateur sleuth that does other things. That's where the themes come in. So like maybe it's a baker who also solves crime by night, or it's a flower shop owner who also solves crime by night, etc. And there's all sorts of
They're superheroes.
Yeah.
They're superheroes.
Yeah.
I just now got it.
And then they're usually clean too. There's no gory, there's no scary, thank goodness. Oh.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a, you know, Murder, She Wrote's a good example, and Murder, She Wrote's actually a book series as well. So that's a good example.
So I'm not into audiobooks much because I was getting annoyed by narrators and bouncing around. Yeah. ABC of romance, ABC of cozies, ABC of others, because I want to branch out into new genres. There you go. Yeah.
Good for you, Aaliyah.
nice.
Yeah. Cozy mystery. I love writing lists, but sticking to them is another matter. Yeah, that's the same with me. I like to write them out, and then I don't stick with them. So.
Oh, there's a troll in here.
Oh, where?
Yuri Eldad.
Okay, nobody move. Did I get him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Says, well, I don't worry about completing series. It is what it is. I've done jar picks too, but it's reduced my Kindle list, so it really doesn't matter. I don't take it seriously. Yeah. There's often a cat or a dog on the cover too. Yes, that is so true.
That's a very good point, Cornflower. Very, very good point. There's usually a dog or cat on the cover, or an animal
Cozy
feature.
is a genre. If you look at the bottom of Amazon, it will tell you if it's cozy or not. Yeah. It's funny. It's called Serious About Series, but do whatever works for you. Yeah.
I didn't get that people were making their list first. It was just like as I completed a series, I wrote it down on the list.
Yeah.
I didn't make my list ahead of time.
Mr.
Hi,
Fancy.
Francie. It's good to see you.
So completed new area. It's a completely new area for me as I read fantasy and thriller. In 2022 is the year to broaden my horizon. So we'll check out the UK market.
There you go.
Excellent. I love that.
Sophia's from the UK, and she reads a lot of cozy mysteries, so I'm sure you can probably find them.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Oops. So, but I've got a lot of books read off of the series, and that's what matters more to me, not necessarily completing the series. Yeah. That's why, well, even Elizabeth said you could complete 21 books off of your series or complete 21 series. So, yeah. That makes sense to Lee. That's what she's doing in 2022. What I've been doing each month as I finish a series, just write it down.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I skipped somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. One more.
Asian.
Yeah. Yeah, I found I do better just picking what I feel instead of a list because I get whiny to myself. I don't want to read that now. Yeah. That's what I feel about. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, go. I was just going to say, and I mean, I don't ever create TBRs. I kind of know because we do so many challenges and like event type of stuff. So I kind of have that in my head. But other than that, I don't partly because I rely on all library services. So I never know what's going to be available when, and I don't want to commit myself and then not be able to get something. So I don't sweat the small stuff. I just kind of read what I can.
Yeah, I was thinking of it like when it's to complete the series. It's like, okay, well, if you're caught up on something, when next year, when the next book comes out, you read that one, you're caught up on the series, you know. And
yeah, that's true.
I've caught up series. I just found out there's another Yarn Retreat one coming out next year, so I'm not caught up anymore.
You read that, you're caught up. That's it.
Okay. Then that's myself. I need to stay on it like that. And a lot of times I'll be caught up on something and then I'll let it slack and before you know it, there's like 5 more in the series. And I'm like,
oh yeah, that's easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
It's hard to complete 21 series. Let's be honest. This is the first year I've completed that many series. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to start that many.
Yes.
Yeah. I've done that.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
That's very true.
Yep.
So, Kay, I saw your message down there, and I'm not sure if Sophia's still in the chat. And I don't know if this is an option because I do know that there's a fee, but I just want to let you know that it's not the Miami-Dade.
Did she do the Orange County?
Oh, I think Orange County, because Miami-Dade wouldn't let her. So, Kay, the Orange County Library in Florida. And we'll double check the county if you're interested. I think like Storm said, Orange County. Anyways, they let International buy their carts and you can do all of their e-service. There is a fee. So I don't know if if you're interested with there being a fee, but it comes out to a lot cheaper than any type of like ebook service. So if you're interested, let us know and I'll check with Sophia and see which county it was from Florida. Because I know Miami-Dade wouldn't let her being International, but there was a county that did.
Yeah, and I don't know is Kindle Unlimited for the UK too? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
She said, do you like ebooks? Kindle Unlimited is amazing. But that's why I didn't know if they were in the UK or not. So Mr. Francie says, I had to buy all my books as we've been in lockdown in Melbourne, Australia for most of 2021 to our libraries. So our libraries have been closed all year. Yeah.
Yeah. So our libraries
you guys finally get out of lockdown. I know you said on your channel you thought maybe you were finally going to get out of lockdown.
Wow. Our libraries, a lot of the libraries around here was closed for a significant amount of time, but I just used their e-services anyways. So I wasn't really going to the library even before COVID. I was getting all ebooks or audio.
We'll have to check into
I
that.
will definitely check in it when I see.
And
Sophia.
I do think like she could get Hoopla with that, but she had to use a Gmail. She had to make an American email address or something like that.
Hoopla's amazing though. That's totally worth it.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she has KU, so there is a lot of cozy mysteries on KU. She's been loving binging and only reads a few series at a time now. Yeah, cozy's our binger. A lot of digital.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, we finally got out of lockdown. Yay!
Today? What are you doing here? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right?
Go to the library.
um,
Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. I feel you. I really, really feel
So
you.
it's 10 after. You want to do a reading sprint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, do your thing.
Happy reading, everyone.
How'd everybody's reading do?
Mine was good. I'm at 53%. I had to get our grocery order in and figure out what I was making. So that took up a little bit of time, but 53%. So I did good. I'm enjoying it. It seems like I rate all my books 4s and 5s. Somebody commented that. I'm like, well, when you're reading series you like, that happens more than,
Yeah, if you're that far into a series, you're pretty much gonna like that. But if it's a beginning series, it might get like more like 3s or something like that.
Right. Same thing.
It's like they want you to read a crappy book just to say 2 stars,
And every once in a while, there's a book within a series I definitely don't enjoy as much. But when if I'm reading book 18, assume I like it.
Right.
Yeah. So Kay said she's on Goodreads and her name is Kay Wards and it's got the same picture on here. If anybody wants to add her and she could raid your book list. I tried looking for your name, and I don't know if I'm just not very good at trying to find people on Goodreads, but I couldn't find it.
I feel like it's very difficult to find people. Also something else I was just going to point out was I love how on the side, the recommendation for Goodreads, okay, I'm in the middle of reading 1984, a dystopian, if nobody knows, really. And because you're currently reading 1984, the book they've suggested is The Sex Lives of Siamese Twins.
Well, of course, Lee.
Like, what do they have to... And I'm reading the synopsis because I'm like, maybe it's me. And I'm like, no, they have nothing to do with each other. Just why? Hey, Jessica.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I've been, I told you guys I emailed Hulu about all their Peacock about all their scary ads. Yeah. And it's the same thing. Like, I've been watching Golden Girls for 3 hours. What makes you think I want to see the body in the woods?
Right.
Like,
right. I get it.
Or Halloween Kills, right?
Kind of the same thing. That's hilarious.
I try to put up the non-scariest clips because I knew Tiffany was going to watch that video. So I was just like...
That was the first thing I think I said, too. I was like... It's all fun and games until I had to watch a Halloween clip.
On my last vlog, I had it was Spooky Movie Fridays, but I tried to make it not look too spooky anyway when I showed the little clip. So Cozy says she's not going to pick a number of series to read because she wants to read longer series. So many longer series on my list that I put off because they would take so long. Yeah.
Well, for example, if you read that 52 book series, I mean,
yeah,
I would say that covers a good thing, so you don't need to worry about it.
Yay, Kay. And Kay, I just want to say really quick that my channel focuses a lot on cozies. I mean, the other 3 gals talk about cozy mysteries too. Don't get me wrong, but I have a series that's called Spotlighting Cozies, so it kind of breaks down different themes of cozies. And I have been trying to include Kindle Unlimited. My first few spotlights I didn't, but now I've been including a Kindle Unlimited section where I talk about some independently published. So I have them broken up into culinary and B&B, and you can go through and look on my channel. But that sometimes maybe help. Hopefully.
All right, so she got Cream, Caramel, and Murder, Holly Holmes, Cozy Culinary Mystery by K.E. O'Connor, and Sunshine Cove Mystery Series by Ava Zuma. Not heard of any of them.
Awesome.
Cool. Hi, Emma. She's currently reading The Prison Healer. All right.
Okay. The Prison Healer. I've never heard of that. Interesting. Hi, Emma. Good to see you.
Awesome. Grab the cream caramel murder. Mm-hmm. That's like a tongue twister, I think.
Caramel murder. Yes.
Oh, Sweet Baked Mystery 2. Cover looks delicious. I see a theme going here, Kay. I see a theme.
Which is my favorite, so let her be.
That's funny.
Okay, so she got 88%. Anita read another 2 chapters and I'm 28%.
That's awesome, Anita.
Okay, don't judge the genre by the thousands. So try all different themes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely try different themes because you might like a certain theme that you're not reading. So do a bed and breakfast, do a coffee shop, do a food one, do a hobby one, because you'll quickly find out what you like and what you don't like.
Yep.
Yeah. So Cajun read 19%.
Nice, Gazen.
I did wonder with the UK USA crossover.
Hey,
Oh,
Jessica.
hi, Jessica. Oh, I lost my spot. So, what do you think of 1984?
It's very depressing. No, it's not depressing. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Like just some of the things that are going on. I mean, I'm not that far in. Well, I mean, it's not that big of a book. I think I'm on like page 124. I'm still going to keep going because I've always wanted to read this one, but it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
You know. Like,
So he wants to know if he's the only one that keeps getting the new beta edition of Goodreads. I prefer the standard, and I'm always annoyed that it defaults to the beta.
I agree completely. It's so annoying.
I'm not even
I have no
sure.
idea.
I don't know what the beta version is.
I'm with you, Storm. I don't know. Whatever pulls up is what I use.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you'd open up a book, like the way you'd normally have seen it in the info, it's completely changed. A lot of the info I find useful isn't there anymore.
Well, it just makes me wonder if I just never paid attention to begin with.
Yeah, apparently me too, Storm. I'm with you.
Mr. Francie, did you read 1984? What did you think of it? I'm curious.
We'll try different ones this year and define her taste for the new year. There you go.
Yeah. I read 1984, but I had to read it in high school or college. I don't know. I remember liking it. Or I thought it was
or something
really interesting.
I just had mac and cheese, and the dog is looking for it now.
It's not in the camera.
That's funny.
Gotcha.
Melanie had to call the in-law, so she didn't read anything. It happens. So I got the new beta, and I don't like it. Switched back. There is an option somewhere, but I had to search for it.
Yeah.
If you hear a whiny dog, I'm sorry, but Dad's little dog down there, my little senior dog, is having a fit.
Aww.
Probably because Dad's probably in the bathroom or outside, and she's not on his lap.
Aww. Aww.
Say hi.
Oh, cute.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi, Gunny.
Okay, so Giselle gave up on Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. Maybe later. Finally, starting the Doggy on the Cover book. All right.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It took the first 3/4 of it is just not what you would think it would be. So.
And Cornflower got 26 pages. Yay.
Nice.
Just finished a reread of Twilight. First time reread in 10 years. Really enjoyed it. Well, that's good. I was never a fan of Twilight, so I wouldn't want to reread it.
I read it when I was in high school, and I tried rereading it, and
I read it as an adult, and it was good. I'm
Yeah,
not going to read on it or anything.
I just think
didn't
I was
want
like
to read it.
Right.
I was just so in love with it when I read it, you know what I mean? And now as an adult, I'm like, it's got problems.
I didn't want to read it, but I had a friend who read them all, and she needed somebody to talk to.
Mhm.
And she knew I was a book reader, so she's like, will you please read them? And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I did. I'm like opposite of everybody else. Like, I like the last 2 books more than I did the first 2 books.
Yeah, I did too.
I liked the first one least of all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I think I liked the second one least of all. I thought I was never going to get through it.
Yeah, it was really kind of boring.
But I was always Team Jacob, though. I never was Team Edward. The beta doesn't link to the entire series.
Right.
Oh.
Well, I have that happen a lot of times, but I figure that's just how somebody puts the book in there, not that it's chapter. I don't know. Does it say if it's beta like on the Goodreads? And is it the phone app or is it the computer? Is it just the phone?
I use the phone, so
I found when I was in beta, it was still easier to use the phone than to use the computer version. So,
as I was wondering, I was like trying to look, and I'm like, maybe it says beta version, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell the difference between beta and the original. I just see a community tab on app that I think is different. Okay. Bad Goodreads bad. Oh, Emma had to read 1984 for English class, and yet it was depressing. So to combat that, my teacher gave us a day of playing game boards. There you go.
there you go.
Nice.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello. It's good to see you. What are you reading?
Says yes. Francie said yes. I read 1984 earlier this year. The first half I found to be world building. The second half, I'll just say one word: torture was good for a classic.
Okay.
Be prepared for the second half. Then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Nancy loves the beta. Just had to get used to it. But I do website, not the app. Okay, so she has the website. So now I'm like looking at the website, like
I hated it on the website.
trying to see if like I don't see anything where it says like beta, so I don't know. So I may have it and just don't know I have it. Cute puppy. We like puppy sightings on here.
We do.
So I think both Wonkas are cute, but definitely for kids, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Cajun says, my cat used to wiggle the bottom of the door if the bathroom door was closed. When my roommate moved in to, is it North Carolina? I just didn't bother to close the door anymore. So always aim to please with Buddy reads, even if she doesn't like the book. Yeah.
Storm's always buddy reading, and it's so funny. She's like, the person always likes it better than her. I'm like, I don't know why you keep.
Though, you know, it's funny because with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, like I really didn't like it. Like 2 stars didn't like it. And my friend Barb, who's reading it too, she's like, well, I think I like it more than you. But she's like, man, I haven't gotten to that anymore. I haven't read any of it yet. I guess I really need to read it, but I don't know. I've just got all these other books. And I said, I don't think you like it as much as you think you do.
Right.
Because she keeps putting it off and putting it off. So she had a friend who read them all and was like, I need someone to talk to me now. Yeah. That's kind of how it was. It was like I don't think I was ever gonna read Twilight, but
Yeah.
she wanted somebody, so I was like, okay. I lost my place again. Okay, website on the computer says it's new beta. Okay, so maybe I don't have it because I don't see anything that says new beta on my website. The only thing I use Goodreads for is to log my books, so I don't use it for anything else. So
Same.
that makes a difference too.
Yep.
Cozy.
Ooh.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
that
don't
happens.
worry, you're not missing anything. It's a boring book. It's boring. I'm sure in the next ones, more exciting things happen. It doesn't happen in the first one.
I don't think the first one's boring, so
I found I was waiting and waiting for something to happen, and it just didn't happen.
see, and I think the first one's like really interesting. So, and that's funny because like everybody likes Addie LaRue and thinks it's like really good and it's 5 stars, and I'm like, this is so
I
boring.
gave it 5 stars, but I can absolutely see why someone would hate it. Like it rode that line for me. Like you love it or you can't stand it. I can see why you don't like it though.
Yeah. Well, and I even knew, like, going into it, I'm like, when she suggested it, I'm like, I don't want to read it. But I like had the prompt that to read a book that everybody loves, and I'm like, so. So for me, beta was on the computer, so I clicked on the link called beta, and it takes me back to the original. I was frustrated. Only one version of the book, whereas the original you could have hundreds. Oh, okay. Yeah, because mine like shows all the different versions of the books down, so I must still have the original one.
Yeah, the beta didn't. The book came really big, and you didn't have like all those different options, like to check the different type of ebook, audio, or something like that.
Ah, she found me on there! Yay! So I found Storm Reads on Goodreads.
Yeah, I was gonna look.
What is World?
I tried to look.
I was gonna go look. What was her login?
It was K Ward, but I tried to look on it, and I found a couple from like the UK, but they didn't have pictures on them.
Right, I did too. Yeah.
So I'm reading Such a Quiet Place right now. Does that a thriller? That sounds like a thriller.
Sounds like it is. Yeah.
At the doctor the other day, she asked me to email my insurance card for my phone. I had no idea how. Yeah, I would be like, what? She hates the Goodreads app. Yeah, the Goodreads app on Android and on an Android is like different than an iPhone. And I liked it when I think I had it on when I had an iPhone, but I have an Android now, and like you can't even tap the picture to make it bigger. It's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Has anyone read Booked for Murder?
Is that the Sophie Kimball?
I think so.
Yes, it's great. Well, I don't know what number that is. I can't.
It's the first one, I think.
I think it's the first one.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Oh, I hate it when it like shoots all the comments down, and then I lose where I'm at.
That's when I wind up kicking myself off the screen because of that.
I started with the website back when they launched, so I'm used to it. Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'm not finding you.
I'm trying to look on Storm. Did you accept her as a friend?
I haven't looked.
Because then she would pop up for all of us to see her on your Goodreads.
I'll refresh my Goodreads and see if she pops up on there. Huh? She didn't pop up on there, so it doesn't say I have a new friend request or anything.
Well, golly gee.
I didn't like Addie LaRue at all. Yay! Somebody else. It's like so many people I know really loved it. And it seems like when they really love something, I don't.
You know you're not going to, yeah.
It's like me and my friend. We have a lot of the same things in common, but we also know what the other one's not going to like. So it's like, she predicted I wouldn't like it. So. I have at Gisela Kwan, it reads, "It is really good and Storm loves it. That's why I..." Oh, that must be the Book for Murder, maybe? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going on my favorites list too, because I'm going to do one again in December. I really like that series a lot.
Yeah, Rockette Reed said she wasn't a fan of it. It was too slow a paced for me, and that's kind of what I thought too. It was too slow.
How do you know she's not talking about Discovery of Witches?
I'm just imagining it's the other one.
I really don't know.
I know a lot of people that didn't like Discovery of Witches, and then there's some people that I didn't think would like it actually liked it. So it's kind of weird sometimes. It's like
I was disappointed because I wanted to love it. I really thought I would be into it. I mean, I didn't even know what it was about. I saw the book in Barnes and Nobles. I bought it with the reading cover.
Yeah,
and that's I think maybe why
I really like the show that they've made on it, but the show is a lot different. It's like they took the essence of the book, because I mean you can't do 8 episodes on a book that's like 500 pages, so they took like the essence of it and made it, and it's still pretty good. I like it. There for a while, I watched it on repeat. So my friend's like, "You are so addicted." I'm like, "I can't help it."
It happens.
Very mixed reviews with Addie LaRue, but That's how books are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does seem like one of those though that was like so blown up on YouTube,
On-
and people either loved it or hated it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I only used the desktop version of Goodreads, and I discovered how to apply for book giveaways today. Yay! I
Nice.
love the good giveaways. I always try for a lot of giveaways, and I always like, well, that one looks okay, but I don't know if I'll be that interested in it, and that'll be the one I win. It won't be the ones that I really, really want.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Storm, I might stick with it, but the best part about it is the narrator, and it's long, but I'm not used to it. I enjoyed what I've read, just don't want to finish. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you stuck with it for quite a while, and you can always read a little bit at a time.
True.
Yeah, and see, Nancy loved Discovery Witches. I agree, Storm. I was so invested in it, and I didn't find it boring at all. Yeah. I'm waiting for number 2. And number 2 is a lot different, so be prepared for that. Oh, yeah, I'm not the only one with yarn on me when I read.
Yes, I like to do it when I'm doing audio.
Nice.
I understand that some people don't like other genres, though. It's just what you like. Yep.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have a preference between UK and US editions of books? As an Australian, we by default get the UK editions here, but personally, I prefer US. It depends, because sometimes the UK covers are like really, really cool, and then
Way
sometimes
nicer.
they're not.
I like the UK edition.
Yeah.
I
don't
know
know.
a lot of Americans like the UK editions, but for me, it just depends. Sometimes they're cooler, and sometimes they're not.
I agree, Storm. I think, yeah, there's definitely been both ways.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find UK. It's not.
I tried to find UK. I did not. If you want to try both our names, maybe, or when Storm accepts your thing, we'll be able to find you through Storm, because I have Storm already on my list.
She said Cornflower hated Addie LaRue, and yet she has 40 tabs in it. So, well, is that 40 good tabs or 40 bad
Right. I
tabs?
was just going to say what you hated about it.
Bloody good reads, renaming annoying reads. Yeah. Have I started it? No, but I think I'm going to start next week. I think in my relics buddy read, all of us decided to read the second one, and I think we're going to start next week. Or I don't know, Gisela might have already started it because she was really itching to start it. Mr. Francie, I love the US floppy paperbacks. UK ones so tightly bound.
Yeah.
I think UK art is more dimensional than you. Yeah.
Completely agree.
Hi, Jared. I didn't think I'd like Discovery of Witches, but ended up loving it.
Jared, it's good to see you.
The show is great. Yes, it is. I'm trying to think of what it's on. I know it's on Shudder, but it's on, I don't know if it's Sundance or if AMC has it, but I know there's quite a few different places that have it. Addie LaRue is one of those books I feel I'm supposed to like. I think that's because everybody likes it. You think you're supposed to like it, but
Right.
It's not even that I feel like I'm supposed to like it. Sometimes when everybody likes something and I don't, everybody, I wholeheartedly agree with, I think, everybody here that said it over and over again. We're all going to like different things, but when everybody likes something and you don't, I kind of feel like I missed something. I'm like, okay, what didn't I get in this book that everybody else did? Because, so it's not even that I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to like it. It's just like, did I miss something? Did I not get?
That's sad.
True.
They said they don't have Goodreads giveaways in the UK. That's sad.
Oh,
That sucks.
boo.
Nancy says thinks it depends. She likes the UK covers better. Yeah. I think it's like this. If we get US covers, so we want the UK covers, and then somebody who gets the UK covers, they're like, oh, I want the US covers.
Yeah.
if she even found the same Storm Reed. Yeah. Hopefully you didn't like somebody else. Might be a delay in the request. Yeah. We'll give it some time to see if it delivers. Yeah.
Well, yours doesn't actually say Storm Reads. It says Stormy BM Reviews Oh My.
Yes, it does. You're right.
Maybe
Yeah.
she didn't
Yeah.
get the right person.
Yeah, that is right. Yeah, because BR Reviews Oh My is my blog, because my blog is called Books, Movies, Reviews Oh My.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Gotcha.
so that she might not have picked
The other thing is, I know Lee does, and I know Storm does. I think most of us do wrap-ups of all the video books that we read every single month at the end of the month. Maybe probably Bev does something when, like that. So if you're visiting our channels, you'll also see it that way, and we can answer any questions on there. I get on there way more often than Goodreads, because usually Goodreads, I just track my books. And sometimes I don't even do that. Like apparently last week. I think it says I read 6 books today, because I was like, oh, went through. It was funny.
You can, if you also go to my channel, I always put my Goodreads link in the description. And once I go, everybody else can see it too. So see that we're
There you
friends.
go. I should probably do that, but I don't get on there to like do anything other than anymore.
Right.
I used to, but I don't anymore.
See, she started it already. I told you she might get the jump on it. I told him, I said, go ahead, jump on it.
Not true, Tiffany. It just happens.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know, but it is true, Nancy.
She thought you'd have the same taste in cozies, but I feel like our tastes are different, but we agree on some books. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that that's always gonna, happen with anything.
I
would say no.
What?
Six of Crows, Shadow and Bone.
I'm out on this one.
I've only read The Ninth House by her. I have not read any of the.
I've read Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm, and me and my friend said before the end of the year we need to do Rise and Ruin, but we keep putting it off. So
this is clearly a question for you.
Yeah.
I only read Shadow and Bone, and I never continued with it. But the show.
Well, see, we were trying to read it for the show, and they put the Sixth of Crow.
They did, yeah. Yeah.
And we were trying to get to the duology and like all of it so that we could watch the show and not get spoiled. But I don't know. I'm not enjoying the series. But I think the show looks like they put all the action and cool stuff in like the show.
Yeah.
And the book drags on forever.
Oh, yeah. That's why I didn't want to read the second book, because I just heard that's what happened.
So, Bev, you would recommend the show?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a good point, Cajun, too.
Yeah, your expectations get high because everybody seems to like something, yeah. And then
I do that myself.
Like it,
I do that myself, especially if it's an author who I really enjoy and they have a new book. I'll build it up in my head, because I think, okay, well, this is such and such, and I love their books. But then sometimes I think I build it up too much.
Yeah.
And it really goes to opinion. Like, I mean, it's not a secret that I love Ellen Hildebrand.
Yeah.
And one of the books that she wrote, I read some review where somebody's like, oh, this book is too political, blah, 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 blah. It was during election time. I was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this right now. And I put it off. And I almost pre-hated the book. And then when I read it, I loved it. So I was just like, oh, you know what? I'm not listening to people's opinions. I know what I like. So.
And sometimes I just have to not pay attention to the politics in a book. Because I know sometimes, like Stephen King, his politics are way different than mine, and it's in his books, and you can tell it's in his books. And it's like, I would quit reading him if I was just going to let it get to me, but I just don't let it get to me. Okay. I tried to link my Goodreads. I don't know if it went through. Hi, Hannah. Just got off work and has a few errands to run. Going to listen to Discoveries of Witches, which is what we've been.
You missed a long conversation.
You got to go back and watch the replay for that conversation.
It's good to see you, Hannah.
And she loves Ellen Hildebrandt, and I've never tried that author. I don't know if I would or not.
I like her.
Cozy, like, I wouldn't say like a Debbie Maycomer, but it's women's fiction. I'm not even going to say that it's cozy anything because it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
And I haven't read
Really.
much in the way of women's fiction. I would have to try it, and I mean, maybe I'll ask you like for next year, like what's your favorite one of her, and I'll try it.
I think why I say cozy to me is because all her books take place on Nantucket. Majority, 99% of them. So I think that's my cozy. It's like I keep going.
And I
back
like books
there.
set in Nantucket. I think that'd be kind of a fun place to go visit.
Mhm.
Do you, Lee? Do you also? Because I like women's fiction too. Do you also read like Dorothea Benton Frank?
No, I've seen it recommended to me by other people a lot, though.
Just because you like Ellen Hildebrandt, I think you would really like her. And I think most of her book, it's like South Carolina or North Carolina or something like that.
Okay.
But it's kind of the same gist.
Mhm.
It's always there and it's always on the same kind of area, and it's a lot of. I mean, you like it.
I like that. Yeah, that's what for me is like cozy women's fiction, and that
Right,
way you go back
exactly.
to the same place. Yeah.
Yep.
So Melanie enjoyed Shadow and Bones, the book, and especially the show. So.
Okay.
Sherry's on her way home from dinner. Hi, Sherry.
Hi,
Sherry, what
Where'd
did you have for dinner?
at, Sherry? Where did you have dinner? What did you have? You're leaving us hanging, Sherry.
Yeah, and like Mr. Francie Reed says, on the other hand, there are books people don't like that I love, and Shadowhunter series being an example. Has anyone read all of them? But
Yes.
I'm up to book 6 next month, and I've never read any of those.
I read Shadowhunters first. I read Clockwork after. I stopped after that.
See, I think I read, is Clockwork Angel?
That one's the prequel series.
Victorian
It's
one?
3, yeah. 3 books. I read those, and then I only got to like book 4 or 5 of the Shadowhunter series, and
I think I read that one, the Clockwork Angels. That's the only thing I ever read out of that whole thing.
I like that series, and
and I liked it, but it's like one of those things where I read one and then never got around to anything else. Can't find my Goodreads. And Kay just got the Shadowhunters. All right.
Nice.
Nancy said she thinks that I think more depth with Hildebrandt than Maycomer books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Debbie Maycomer's a lot more feel good, cozy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Where bad stuff will happen in Ellen Hildebrandt books.
Oh, okay.
Hildebrandt lover. Kay likes her.
Yeah, I do too. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I love Debbie Maycomer too. She's probably my most read author of all time.
Mine too. Yeah.
Says hi to everyone.
Right.
I'm friends with Tiffany, and she reaches out to me about the group and the Discord. Yeah.
I could talk right now because Storm's in charge, so I could speak freely right now, but I'll be quiet because Tiffany's in charge tomorrow, so I don't want to get kicked out.
Well, what were you going to say, Lee?
I was just going to say that might be how a leader of a certain group of people does. They reach out to people and bring them into the group.
Bring them in.
Lee, would you like some Kool-Aid?
Right, exactly.
No, I'm just asking you. Do you
I know what you were
Sorry,
bad joke.
Okay, so Yes Cajun, the Hallmark Cedar Cove was based on the books, and it was like 2 different things.
It was like Sorry, Lee. Sorry, Storm. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't think the show was bad if you hadn't read the books, but it is nothing compared to the books.
Okay.
It's kind of like Virgin River.
Right.
What'd you say, Storm?
I said it's kind of like Virgin River.
Same exact thing. You're right.
2 different.
You're right. Neither one was bad, but nothing like the books. And the books are phenomenally better. I can't stress that enough. Specifically with the Cedar Cove. And I think Virgin River's the same way. And Magnolia, Steel Magnolias or something like that. The series that Netflix did. is the same. That's a series based upon either Cheryl Woods or Robin Carr. No, Robin Carr does Virgin River. So Cheryl Woods, I think. This series is much better, book series.
And there's also the Chesapeake Bay series, but I think
Yeah.
it's based on one, but I haven't
I haven't
ever read
seen
the
any of those.
books.
Have you?
I haven't read any of the books, but I've watched like the first season of the show, which I thought it was good. So I wanted to read the books. I just never have.
The books are good. I don't think I've read all of them, but I was like, yeah. I kind of binged all of those at the same time. The Virgin River, the Chesapeake Bay, the all of those.
It's a prequel to some ancestors in the Shadowhunter series. Oh, Cozy answered, sorry. That's
Did you know crochet and I crochet? So are you?
I'm crocheting.
Tiffany's magnetic force drew me here tonight. See, she does it.
That's a great term for it.
Yeah.
Much better than yours.
I didn't say the word tonight.
That's a lot different.
So I'm going to read the Cedar Cove books next year first, and then maybe I'll watch the show.
Oh, you ever read them?
No, that's the series I've been I wanted to read, and I was like, you know what, 2022, I got that one.
I'm so excited. I think that's by far her best series.
Yeah, this year I'm going to catch up on a lot of the Christmas ones. I know I have a few.
I love her Christmas ones.
I need to
by far for me, the Cedar Cove and then the Christmas series, the Angels Everywhere or Angel Intervention, the one that is with the 3 angels. I like Mercy too, but those are by far my 2 favorite series. But yes, I'm so excited for you to start Cedar Cove.
I want to do that one.
Yeah,
those were good. Books and they're good. Okay, so I just felt really loved because I checked my Goodreads and there was 4 people.
Nice.
Was one of them Kay?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I approved. So you can try to find her from there.
All right.
Okay, so now I'm going into Storms and going into her friends, and I'll find you, Kay, hopefully.
Now I'm kind of like, who are the other people? Are they people in here that we...
Yeah. Like Melanie and Jarrett, I think, and Sarah, she said, from YouTube.
I see.
I
got Kay.
So do you want to do one more reading sprint? I don't know. It's later for, I don't know, a couple of you guys than it is for me, so.
Yeah, I can do one more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
yeah,
make it on an even, maybe on 20 at 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why I still don't see Kay?
If you go to Storm and you scroll down past her currently reading, it'll say she's now friends with Kay.
Oh yeah, on the front page or something.
Yeah.
All the people that So Mr. Fancy read Maycomer's Dashing Through the Snow in December. Oh, he's reading it. Should I Be Afraid? No, I like
I like that
Christmas
one.
So
yeah. And didn't they make that into a movie?
Hallmark, yeah.
Wait, which series?
Dashing Through the Snow, the Christmas movie.
Oh, I didn't know they made that.
Yeah.
They've made several of her Christmas ones into Hallmark movies.
That is true. Yes, I do know that. I just didn't know about that.
Trading, is it Trading Christmas or Trading? It's Trading something. It's one of hers too. And I've never read that one, but I like the movie, so I'm like, I should read it. Nancy can do another all right.
Yay, Nancy.
It's super cozy. Yeah, it's super cozy.
Yeah, I think they're those of the Debbie Maycomer, Alaskas and Christmas are the perfect winter Christmas reads. They really are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to Dear Santa. I think that's the new one I have.
It is.
I just was looking it up on Target.
Yep, that one. And
just a second. My father is home.
Also, I also read Mary Kay Andrews, and she has one coming out for Christmas called The Santa Suit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that'll be like a cute one too to read for December.
Yeah. Did you guys see that Jen McKinley just put out a women's fiction / romance, but not like a spicy romance, but a more of a women's fiction with romance in it?
No.
Yeah.
Jen McKinley just did last month or the month before.
Yeah, she had one previous to that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't know that, Bev, but when I saw this one come out, I went and looked and she had one other. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
I see now. Got it. How was it? Did you read it?
I haven't yet.
No.
I put it on my TBR, but it's 5,000 down. So
So, Mr. Francie, I'm thinking about continuing because there's only 2 books in the Jurassic Park series. Even though a lot of people doesn't seem to like the second one, but I figured I might as well. Since there's only 2 books, might as well.
Right.
But I really liked Jurassic Park. Okay, time to read.
Tiffany, we're waiting on you.
oh, happy reading, everyone. here, baby. Come here. Come on. Cairo, come here, buddy. Come on. I'll move my stuff. I'll move it. Come here.
So how'd your reading go?
Good. I got to, come on, Cairo. I got to 66%. Hey, Elizabeth.
I think I read like maybe 4%. I was a little distracted, but it's really good so far. It's that the spooky book I showed you at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Kate
Something
said
spooky
night.
was happening.
Kate said night a few minutes ago. Kate,
Yeah.
you might already be out, but if you're not, we have a live tomorrow at noon Eastern. On my channel, we'll be talking about fall and Halloween cozies and reading sprints if you can join us. Oh, look at that. She's still there. Well, there you go.
Yep, she's still there. And I know that Bev said that her laptop was dying, so that she had to go. So thanks
Gotcha.
for being on here. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun to have you.
Find where I was. Okay, so Mr. Francie said I read the Christmas Box and Nutcracker last year. I seen the Christmas Box film, loved it, then didn't like the Nutcracker. The second book of Jurassic Park's very disappointing. Yeah, that's what I heard. I seen I read some of the reviews and they weren't very positive. But I thought, well, might as well. I think I can find the audiobook, so I figured I could do it that way. You found her. You're right.
You know what, though, Storm? You did have another story. You did have a channel called Storm Reads that she accepted.
Did I?
Yeah, it's your picture.
Oh, yeah, at one point in time, I thought I was going to start a different one and try to do 2 separate ones or something and try to revamp it. And that didn't ever happen. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I that was Mary Kay Andrews before her real name's Kathy Trocheck. She used to write cozies under there, mysteries. They were really good too. I was kind of bummed when the mysteries ended. I was like, oh man.
I'll have to look up that name because I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So Beth said she got 42% in reading done and a paragraph written for English paper. Not bad at all. There you go.
Excellent, Bev.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey.
On to chapter 5 of my new book, A Whole New World, and Aladdin retelling. Oh, yeah. I know I read one of the Aladdin retellings, but I can't remember which one it was. I think is that the one where it flips it it's the Twisted Tales, I think. I'm not sure. Hannah listened to 3 chapters, has less than 6 hours. Oh,
nice, Hannah.
Melanie got 26 pages read.
Excellent.
Sarah, 30 pages.
Wow, Sarah, nice job.
Kay read 10 pages, also distracted.
It happens. Story of my life.
Nice, Nina. 30%. That's good.
Yeah, that's really good. Oh.
Finished Deaths of Murder and got 16% of Cackleberry Club number 7 on.
Nice.
That's awesome, Cozy.
And Jarrett's listen to 4% of Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware.
I think he's another. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. She's like somebody that everybody loves, but I tried one book and I didn't like it. So
I wasn't going to say I've never tried her, but what I was going to say was I feel like she's a very polarized author. People either really like Ruth Ware or they cannot stand Ruth Ware.
Agreed.
And see, I read Woman in Cabin 10 and I didn't like it, so I've been leery about trying other ones, but I always hear everybody loves them and I want to try one and I just Oh, Jessica finished her book and now can't decide what to read next.
Was it a secret history?
Everyone's life.
What'd you say, Lee?
Was it a secret history? Because that was the book me and her were buddy reading, but I DNF'd it.
Oh,
So I'm very curious what she thinks of it.
Gotcha.
and that's one of those books that a lot of people really like, but it
Mhm.
never sounded like something that I would read. So
I think
Nancy
it
is
was. I think it was a
59%.
big slow burn. It was
Yeah.
a slow burn for me.
Oh, okay. That's a
Nancy's
lot of progress, Nancy.
at 59% and started at 32% this evening. So yeah. And I know she's like me. I do the same thing. I think she reads while we're chatting.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes when I'm not on here and I'm in the chat. Listen to 45 minutes of a book. All right.
Nice, Sherry.
I
She
wish.
still hopes they'll start them again. So
I wish.
lost my spot again. So I'm at 25% in my audiobook now, but I'm going to hop off and watch TV. Night, everyone. Well, night,
Good night.
Rocket.
Good
Thanks for
night.
joining
Thanks
us.
for joining us.
Yeah.
If you want to do more reading tomorrow at noon, we're
Yeah.
going to be talking about Halloween Fall Cozies and reading sprints. It'll
Yeah.
be on my channel,
Mhm.
which if you found
It is
Storm,
the
you
beach
can
bum
find me.
bookworm.
Mhm.
And Tay says, yes, it's 5 p.m. here tomorrow. For me, it's on the calendar.
Nice.
Cajun read
Nice, Cajun.
18%. Hey, that's like more than normal, ain't it?
It is way more normal.
She heard us saying she had an average, and she's like, "Well, I'm going to prove you guys wrong."
Right.
Yeah. Yes, it's the twisted. That's what I thought. Yeah. I've read some Kathy. Is it Trocheck? Is that how you say that? But it's been so long. I probably wouldn't remember much about the books. I've never heard of that person.
I hadn't heard that name either.
Yeah, she had a cozy mystery series under that. Just a bunch of good ones. A very southern type of settings. I really enjoyed them.
Jared got a page finished on her cross stitch project.
Excellent.
Oh, and this is her first Ruthware. So how are you liking it? I mean, I think a lot of people like that one that she's reading. I heard her books are hit or miss. Yeah. Oh, this one seems to be a hit. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people like that one. So that's why I'm like, maybe I should try that one. It's a remake of kind of like the Turn of the Screw? Is that it? I think. Shrew.
Taming of the Shrew.
Henry James book. It's like
yeah.
Taming of the Shrew.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Is that it?
Something. Yeah, Taming of the Shrew. I mean, I don't know if that's what it is, but that's the title that she's thinking of. I don't know if that's what it's the retelling of.
It's one of those, but I know it's the. Is it the Henry James book? I think.
I was thinking Taming of the Shrew was Shakespeare. I could be totally wrong, but
it is.
Yeah, I think it's the Turn of the Screw.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, then that's not the same thing. I don't know what that is. Never mind.
It's
but
Henry.
I don't know.
It's by Henry James. I think. I'm not sure. It's a classic. I don't know.
I don't know how my mind works and gets from one thing to the other, but something we just talked about reminded me of something else. There's a new musical coming out on Broadway that is about the wives of Henry VIII that were all beheaded.
Oh,
I'm so excited to see it. Oh my gosh. I'll listen to anybody do, that would be my superpower.
That doesn't even sound like a good musical. Like, it sounds kind of like a bummer.
I think it'll be a comedy.
It is. It's a comedy. It's like a satire, and anything musical. Like, if I had a superpower, it would be to be able to like make people like just break out in song. Like, I really want to see people in my office like come down the hallway snapping like, a Grease scene or something. Or for people to solve like wars with musicals. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, come on now.
She's gonna be going down the hallway going, ease on down the road.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
You would love being part of my family then, Tiffany, because that's all we do is break out into song constantly all the time.
I would love that.
To a question. Yeah.
I would absolutely love that. We had tickets to when we were in St. Louis, we had tickets to one of the outdoor musical theaters there. And we bought season tickets every year, and Kevin would go to like 2 of them, and then he'd be like, "Hey, you know that friend Lee? She likes musicals a lot. Why don't you check in and see if she wants to?" And I was like, "Okay, I get it. You're tired of them."
I was gonna say, yeah, I can't imagine Kevin going to a musical or something.
There's a few of them that he likes, but I mean, yeah, no, it's not.
I don't see him go into a Henry VIII thing. That doesn't sound like it.
That would probably be one he would go to.
Right, he'd be like, "Oh, the violence, let's go."
But he does like some of the musicals, but no, he's not real into it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I probably like, he's yeah.
I like musicals, but I don't know if I would like to go see it, just any musical, but I do.
Yeah.
Love them.
So Hannah has one Ruth Ware book on her TBR somewhere. And Jarrett says he's not far enough to tell. Okay. No, it's a different buddy read. Tristan Strong punches a hole in the sky.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's a middle grade.
I'm guessing middle grade, yeah.
Melanie loves Ruth Ware, but I think if you didn't like one, you probably won't like the rest. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. I'm like, then I was like, maybe I just read one of her weaker ones and maybe she got better. I don't know.
Yeah. You give it one more try. Give one more try. If you don't like them, then you know it's not for you.
Yeah. Hilarious Books for Murder finished 3 chapters.
I'm pretty sure that's going on my favorites list. I'm really a fan of that. I wish it would come out on audio.
Yeah. Might need to find a new word for our books I want to read.
Do you read the
you can put burr.
do you read the library, not the library, Lighthouse Library? Because I just read one called Read and Buried, but I don't know if you read it and where you are in the series.
Yeah, I know Cosie's read that one, but I think she kind of didn't like it that much. Or she one of those, like, she read some, but then she didn't, and when she come back to it, she couldn't connect with the characters.
Gotcha.
But I like that series. Oh, Kay's got another friend. I'm just going to write down all the letters I've read and unscramble them into a word. There you go.
That's what I had done for October's books. I was like, oh, she's making another readathon over here. I was like, what could I do? I was like, oh, Ghost. It actually worked out perfect.
Cajun says the Donut series is quick and easy read. Yeah. Yay.
Yes,
we are. We're not good friends. Yeah, you got another good friend.
I got like 5 Goodreads friends.
Nice.
Now I wish I could get YouTube subscribers the same way I'm getting Goodreads friends.
Hannah. Hannah?
It's a good thing I'm in control and she's not.
Mm-hmm. You can't get any strikes right now.
Oh, Lord.
I got 2 granny squares crocheted. You inspired me.
Yay!
I've got yarn and I've got all the stuff for it. I just need to make myself practice. I'm not good at it. I get my first row too tight, and I know everybody's told me to like up my crochet hook to like a bigger size to do the chain, and then it kind of balances out. But
yeah, you could do that. It also, the bigger the hook that you use, the higher the letter or whatever, it goes faster because,
Yeah, because you make bigger. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When you're first starting, anyways.
Too soon into the book to tell. It's still on the build-up stage, so no suspense just yet. Okay. It's a retelling of Turner. That's what I thought. I thought so. The classic is the Turn of the Screw. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Unscrambling. It's not bribing you.
All I said is she looks nice today and every other day. That's all I said. Just want to.
On the Goodreads that I actually use like the most is, it says Stormy and then it says in parentheses BMR review. Is it BMR reviews? Oh my, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
BM reviews. Oh my. Woman in Cabin 10 was slow starting, but built into an exciting raid. We'll agree to disagree.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, so that's what it's called, 6?
Yeah.
The musical. Okay.
Yeah, the musical.
I liked Turn of the Key and One by One. I think Woman in Cabin 10 is her worst. Okay. And I know a lot of people that One by One it seems to be very polarizing, because I've heard like some people are like, oh, it's just really so good. And then other people are like, I hate that book. Because I thought, oh, maybe I'll try that one. But then I'm like, well, maybe I don't try that one. I don't remember The Woman in Cabin 10, but I gave it 5 stars. But I don't remember. That happens to me a lot. Why did I give this 5 stars? I don't remember the book.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Elizabeth. I
Yep,
thought I
thank
was
you.
right there.
If you need to watch, you need to watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's a musical TV show.
I know the show you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know it.
I will definitely.
So Kay loves musicals.
That's
Not
not a
been for
musical, the one
years.
you tried to get me to watch. Yay! I love musicals.
Nice.
I can't even stress how much I love them.
I was thinking that one for her too, Jessica.
Oh yeah, the Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, because that's what she's like. Oh, Romeo. Cozies. Gotta love them.
Bye, Sarah.
Thank you for
It
coming.
was a lot of fun.
I don't want to start new series right now. Had an R lined up for Soup Lovers Mystery, but started it and couldn't get into it.
I started that series too, and I couldn't get into it. Not recently. It was a while back.
So Elizabeth didn't like the Lion Game. Is that a Ruth work too?
That's what I was about to ask. I'm assuming it is.
Was ordering pizza. Diet starts again Monday. That's okay. Okay, Dad, yesterday, since he had his procedure and he was so hungry, we went and ate at the East Buffet, Chinese place, because he wanted to eat so he could load up with the buffet and everything. And then we were at a friend's house and he's like, you know what? Pizza sounds. I said, Dad, you just ate him, but pizza sounds really good. I'm like, but you just ate not too long ago. And so we ended up with Domino's pizza for supper. And then we had it for today because we had leftovers. So I'm like, yeah, diet's not going so well.
Marcus just made a humongous thing of like pasta. And he goes, I guess he didn't realize I just ate leftover pizza. And he's like, oh, there's plenty left over for you if you want some. He just ducked his head because I'm going to eat the rest. I'm like, well, I'm really glad I ate because there would have been nothing for me. But But I'm glad he did eat it, because if not, I would have ate it afterward anyway and been just, badass about it.
I'm gonna try it again, Anita. I'm gonna put my thingy in here and maybe it'll work. You can find me. Maybe you can find me. I was about to start book 2 in a series nearly 2 years after reading book 1. Have you guys ever done that? Yes.
Yes, but I'm usually like, I have no clue.
Right.
But I feel like, I feel like Cozy's it's a little easier, Francie, because they always kind of give the gist. There's always this recap, and then everything else is like a standalone, even though it's within a series, companion or whatever they call it. Yeah. So it's not as hard with the Cozies, but definitely.
Yeah, I think it depends on what kind of book it is too, because sometimes you can just fall right into it and it's okay, and then other times I'm like, I'm confused. There you go. You got you another musical lover.
I know, I saw it.
Yes, I thought that was Ruth Ware, but I wasn't sure. Mr. Francie, yes, I'm in the middle of 100 series. Wish I was joking. Yeah,
right.
That's what happens when you read cozies. They're all series.
Mm-hmm.
Off to shower and bed. It's
Have a good
2:07
night.
here. All right, bye.
Sleep well. Bye. Thanks for joining us.
I think I can make an audiobook work, but it's book 4 and I'm on 2. I have time. Yeah.
You
Got
have time
plenty
in
of
your
time.
in your binging series anyway. You got it.
Yeah.
Yes, he enjoyed it. He said the pizza was so good. And the thing is he doesn't normally like pizza that much. He doesn't like the sauce. So I was really surprised. I'm like, but you always say you don't like pizza.
It's probably because he was in that mentality of like, I have starved myself. I need to eat everything.
Yeah, he was. Because he's like, I'm not hungry right now. I said, I'll give you a couple hours. And yeah, it wasn't like hardly a couple hours. And he's like, man, I sure could.
Oh, I like the older ones. I like everything, but I love the older ones. Absolutely.
I haven't actually went and seen a lot of like musicals, but like I love like The Sound of Music and Oklahoma and My Fair Lady. And
Oh, yeah,
Singing
those
in
are the ones,
Rain
yeah.
and One kind of things.
7 Brides for 7 Brothers and all of those. Absolutely. Love them.
Musicals. And
Fiddler on the
Fiddler
Roof is a
I
great
that
one.
Mm-hmm.
Matchmaker.
Fiddler on the Roof is great. That's, yeah.
Ah, yeah, there. I always forget to tell people it's with an I.
Yeah.
Ordered
You
Papa
do
John's
have that
pizza.
here.
Do you guys
Yep.
have that? Yes. Not here, but in Joplin, there's a Papa John's. Oh, okay. Refresh and see if I got another one.
Oh, and Hannah, I have to tell you my favorite, I think. I love them all, so I really have a hard time. But my favorite is probably Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, I think.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, it's so good. And the music is amazing. It's good.
Many times there is a review and Cozy
Yeah.
Soul can usually continue. Yeah, they kind of recap a little bit. Yeah. This is so much fun, you guys. I didn't know what a reading sprint was, but now I do. I will try to join more often. Yeah, different time zones pending. Yeah, it's harder. You're on the other side of the world.
Yeah. I'm glad you had fun. It was nice having you. Yay.
See, now you know what they are. You should host your own reading sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just use StreamYard. I thought it would be really technical, but it's really easy. So I know if I can do it, and if Tiffany can do it, anybody can.
I should be a spokesperson. If I can run StreamYard, you can too. And I don't mean you, Francie. I mean the world.
I know just in Australia, I know a girl named a book fiend named Mel. She does, I think she has one going right now. She does a lot of reading sprints. So if you want somebody more on Australia time.
That's awesome, Lee.
Here you go. Cajun says, I saw Yul Brynner in The King and I. My 20-year-old self was swooning. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love The King and
I
I.
like The King and I too. Yeah. When Daddy was in the military, he got discount tickets for USO. Everyone else wanted tickets to the sporting events. He got us Broadway tickets. All right.
That's awesome.
Nice. And it's my favorite delivery pizza. You're not alone, Mr. Francie. Yeah. That's a good one. Tiffany, if you had Disney Plus, you might like Disney on Broadway, such an amazing concert.
Oh, I do have Disney Plus. I think I've watched a lot of the musical stuff on there. But yes, I will definitely see if I haven't because I love it.
Domino's is what we had yesterday, and we had this Domino's place probably for a couple of years now, and this is the first time we went and used the Domino's. It was pretty good. Won't complain. I love all those too. Storm Fiddler is great. I saw it with Christopher Plummer. Yeah.
Really good.
I love the Sound of Music.
Music.
Only Julie Andrews. Oh, Wicked.
Wicked is my new favorite. Like I like. I know Nancy said the older ones,
Wicked.
and I love the older ones. But like contemporary ones, Wicked is by far my newer favorite. But I mean, like old ones. We like Singing in the Rain. I mean, just all of those old ones. And the theater showed a lot of those. But oh, Wicked, if you haven't seen it, it's so good.
I've never seen it.
So Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Mhm.
Shocking, I know. I'm like a grown kid, maybe on good days. It'll make you think completely different about the Wizard of Oz. I just thought it was so cool how they were able to write such a different perspective.
Yeah.
It's one I've always wanted to see, but like, you know, I live out in the boonies where there's no Broadway, so
Well, it really makes you question like how the good guy became the good guy and the villain became the villain. Walking Dead, I thought I've watched The Walking Dead, which is shocking. I know that's probably, but Kevin's a huge fan of The Walking Dead. So, and I thought they did a really good job of that too. Like how the villain became the villain and how the good guy became the good guy in a world of chaos is really interesting to me because it could have been just as easy the other way around, where Rick was seen as the villain. I don't know. I think that's really interesting.
So Elizabeth said she saw Joseph at the Ford Theater in Washington, D.C. in 1980. It was so cool.
So Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is really funny because it's probably one of my favorites, but I saw it like, no joke, like 10 times when I was a kid at the Chicago Theater because my best friend growing up was obsessed with it because this is so funny, but and this was in the 90s, you have to realize, and she's my age, with Donny Osmond, who played Joseph. And so her parents would take us all the time to see it. And she was obsessed with Donny Osmond. And so we were all like, he's like our parents' age. You know, we didn't get it at all. And we have this picture taken of a group of us and she with Donny Osmond. And we're all like, who is this old guy? And she's like, it's the funniest thing. We like, oh gosh, we still teased her about it when you get together. But
Nancy's favorite is Les Miserables. Yeah. Les Mis made me cry. I think I remember like watching Les Mis on TV. I think it was a musical, but it's been a while.
I was a big fan of Phantom. I am a big fan of Phantom. I don't know why I said that.
I love Australia too. I like the accents. And some Australian like crime. I think I've seen some like on Acorn TV. They have some the crime dramas that are set in Australia, I think. Haven't seen Wicked either, but need to. Me too. My classroom theme is Wizard of Oz. There you go.
I love that.
Imagine Lee having good local pizza places.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, it's nice when your husband makes great pizza. So, you know.
Hey, that's pretty local.
Yeah, isn't it? That's funny.
My favorite newer musical is SpongeBob. Okay.
I didn't even know there was
I didn't know
SpongeBob
I didn't know there was
funny.
a SpongeBob musical. But I tell you what, they can make a musical of just about anything.
Yes. They made Charlie and the Chocolate Factory a musical, like a Broadway musical. It just was like within the last couple of years. And so I don't know if very many people have seen it because of COVID. It was coming and it was like, oh, and then the world shut down. So
the only musicals I've seen that are like kind of close to where I am, and you actually have to go about an hour or so away because they're like in Branson and stuff. And that's they have the Sight and Sound Theater, and it's more religious stuff because they have like the story of like Mary and Joseph and Daniel in the Lion's Den and Jonah, which was really cool because they had like this hologram whale that it would come out into the middle of where you were, and they had all these fish.
That's cool.
That's really neat.
Yeah,
that's really cool. We saw Miss Saigon at the outdoor theater that I was just telling you about, and we thought something was going on because they actually like flew a helicopter in over you and it hovered pretty low, and we thought something was happening and then realized it was part of the show. But when you're outdoors, it was like, what is this? Yeah, it was so cool. But that's really neat, Storm.
And they say make sure do not pet the animals, do not distract the animals, because no, they have horses and things go down the aisle.
I thought they were people in
Camels,
like animal
camels and
costumes,
everything go down the aisles. And it's like, oh, cool, but don't reach out and try to pet the animals. They're like, don't pet the animals.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Very cool.
I cannot. Is Idina Menzel? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
What a voice. Speaking of a kid, haha, have you guys read the classic books Winnie the Pooh and book Tuna Pooh or House at Pooh Corners? I have read Winnie the Pooh, but I haven't read the second one, and I liked it.
I've read
I'm an
Winnie the Pooh,
Eeyore
but-
fan. I always liked Eeyore. He's not much of a house for not much of a donkey. Cobra Kai did that as well. Makes the bad guy the good guy. My dad loves that show.
Why?
He is so ready for season 4. It's about to come out. I still need to finish season 2.
Love that show.
I am like really behind on that one. I'm on season 2, but anything with action, kick butt kind of thing, that's his kind of thing. So
Gotcha.
it's a few good pizza places in New Jersey, but not as many as you.
Depends where you go.
Yeah.
Depends where you go for sure.
I love The King and I. How lucky to have seen Yul Brynner. I saw Barbara Streisand and Funny Girl. At
Wow.
HTV.
That's so cool, Nancy. With
I
Donny
saw
Osmond.
There you go.
Yes, he's amazing in Joseph, by the way, but it's just really funny that, because we were kids at the time, and I'm talking like 10, 11 years old, and Donny Osmond was our parents' age, if not older, and she was so in love with him.
That's funny. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, Mr. Fancy has a Pooh tattoo. Cool. Thank you for the love coming to Australia, especially during lockdown. We love you guys in the U.S. For me personally, the support I received on BookTube during lockdown was unbelievable. Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
And it's, BookTube has been like a big thing for a lot of people when they've had to be in like lockdown and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Gives them something to do.
Especially just hearing too a lot of the things that you guys are dealing with right now in Australia and perceptions of things too.
Yeah.
How can you not like Johnny? Come on. Love Johnny.
I never liked Johnny.
I loved Johnny back then, but this just validated my love for him now.
I didn't love him back then either. So, but I think it's cool that because I never liked the bad guy that was in, and so they're like teaming up to go against him. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I'm a real Roger the Hammerstein, but I do want to see Wicked. Yeah, I love the Cinderella. Roger the Hammerstein's Cinderella. That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, I like them. I'm a huge Andrew Lloyd Webber fan.
I'd love to see Wicked and Kristen Chenoweth. Yeah, it's really weird. I wouldn't think she would be like a good singer. I don't know, just because of her voice, like when she talks. But
amazing singer.
She's like really good.
Really good. Yeah.
Oh, read Phantom of the Opera book. It's fantastic. Originally written as a horror. Yeah. I need to try that. That's like one of those probably going in the classics because I'd like to try it, but I don't know. There's a lot of classics I'd like to try. I just don't know if I would like them. Sometimes it's easier to watch that on TV because I've watched Phantom of the Opera on TV.
Yeah.
I like Joseph, but I saw it locally. Miss Fisher Murder Mysteries is cool. Yes, I love them.
I think I've seen an episode of that.
And it's based on book series too.
Yes, that I think.
Does Marcus deliver pizza?
Yes, he does. He does.
I love
Hey, Breezy. It's good to see you.
Are you ready to read the second Pendergrass? I think Gisela said she's already got started on it. One annoying thing is having audio narrators doing Australian accent as it sounds more like a New Zealand accent. It's different. We're close to each other, but still different. And for somebody like us, we probably can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Because I think I've watched some New Zealand shows off of Acorn TV, and yeah, they kind of sound the same to me. Yes, Donny Osmond was in the 1980s too. They made a Beetlejuice musical.
Yep.
Now that I would like to see. Yeah, that would be cool. I got to see Newsies. It was heaven. Yeah, I liked Newsies too.
Oh, I liked Newsies. I liked Little Shop of Horror. Oh my gosh, you guys are like.
Yep. And here we all
like one.
I think out of all these people here, you probably are the only one. That's okay. We still love you. I remember seeing Lion King when it came to my city. It was an experience.
Oh, I bet. I haven't seen that. I would
love
for
me to see like probably some kind of fancy Broadway. I'd probably have to go to like St. Louis.
Yeah.
Or places like that, which is
they
like
have Fox Theater
about
there.
6 or 7 hours from where I live. So yeah, I don't think I would go that far for a musical. And Tiffany's like, I would. I think they are just okay. Oh, Eeyore's my favorite animated character of all time. See, yes. I love
cute.
I move it and then I lose all my people and then I have to go and find them. Jekyll and Hyde is a gruesome story, but the musical is amazing. My number 2, Phantom, is my number 3. Didn't know they made a musical out of Jekyll and Hyde. But I think just about anything has been a musical at one point in time.
Yeah. It wasn't, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's definitely not one that I could ever see again. Like that, like all the ones I've kind of said, I could see over and over. And we had tickets for years to the outdoor theater. It was like renewing. And like, I think we saw The Sound of Music. I can't tell you how many times. The Fiddler on the Roof. I can't tell, because they would do a lot of older shows and mix in newer shows, but there was always like one or two classics that every 5 or so years you had come back. And that wasn't one that I would care to see a bunch.
Andrew Lloyd Webber, is that the Phantom of the Opera? Just
one of my favorites.
Was Phantom of the Opera?
I think so.
Because I
don't want to say it.
That's the only one I can think of whenever I think of Andrew Lloyd Webber is Phantom of the Opera. I don't know.
Oh, you would know a lot on Cats. I mean, you would know a lot.
Okay, so I've never seen Cats, but I know of it. Not watching the movie. Okay, so Cajun loves Cats, but she's not watching the movie. I was going to say, I think they had a movie that was coming out or is out or something. Like how far, LOL, is Oklahoma too far? Depends on where in Oklahoma. That's too far. Like, I think Tulsa is like 2 hours from where I am. So. Have an amazing time in Australia before the lockdown. We have four couple friends there. Went to the Outback even. I want to go walkabout.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like my favorite Australian Crocodile Dundee.
So I've seen some of those movies. My dad used to watch the Crocodile Dundee movies. So Storm, I knew he did, huh? I don't know. So Andrew Lloyd Webber did Joseph, but he also did Jesus Christ Superstar, Evita, Cats, The Phantom, Sunset Boulevard, The Wizard of Oz, School of Rock.
And out of all of those, I only really know the Phantom of the Opera, so that's probably why.
Gotcha.
See, Breezy, okay, she's ready for is it Reliquary? I think that's how you say it. All I know is it's the second Pendergast one. I am ready too, even though I have other books I should be reading. I like Lloyd Webber too. Schnoik has an amazing voice. Yeah.
For sure.
I'm listening to an Australian narrator named Caroline Lee. I love listening to her. Oh my gosh, Little Shop is fantastic. I've been told that if you like Little Shop, you'll like The Day of the Triffids or something, but I didn't know.
Oh, I've never heard of that, but I love Little Shop.
Lion King was amazing. Saw it 1 week before it went into lockdown.
Oh, that's awesome, Sherry.
I have traveled 8 hours to see a Broadway show. Wow. Okay, confession, I don't like to drive, so somebody would have to take me that far. That's why I wouldn't travel very far to go see one, because I don't like to drive. Okay, so Francie says with Phantom Gaston, okay, I can't pronounce that, wrote it as a horror. Andrew Lloyd Webber bought the rights for the musical and turned it into a romance. The book is not romancy at all.
Interesting.
Now I want to read the book more.
That's really cool.
So I've only seen 2. Okay, yeah. Travel 8 hours to see it. I could see it only.
Exactly.
Eeyore and I have a long history. Oh, yeah. I saw the musical Janice in Missouri.
Is that like Janis Joplin?
I don't know.
I'm a huge Janis Joplin fan, and I went and saw Janis Joplin, The Experience, or what was that Janis Joplin, something like that. It was good. The lady that played her, it wasn't like a play of any kind. It was just somebody like doing the music and like did portray her, but like just kind of talked through her life. Sounded freakishly like Janis Joplin, and that's hard to do.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a musical, The Book of Mormon. So
yeah.
We've seen it 3 times. Cats the movie was so bad. Andrew Lloyd Webber tweeted that he was going to get a dog.
What? He was going to get a dog?
That's pretty bad. Okay.
Wow. Cats the movie
terrible,
was so bad that Andrew Lloyd Webber put out a tweet that said, I need to get a dog.
I won a competition in high school singing the Phantom of the Opera. Wow.
Nice.
Funny story, in Melbourne, Australia, we don't have a steakhouse, and yet you guys do.
The Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, that's funny.
And it does it, I don't know, is there any of the bigger cities, do they have different kinds of steak meat, like alligators and things like that? Or is it just regular steak? I've never been to an Outback. But I know
it's regular steak.
Just a regular.
Yeah.
I don't like steaks, so. Yay, Breezy, because she's one reading the Reliquary. We're all reading that. I have a CD for Jekyll. Okay. Didn't Andrew Lloyd Webber also do Evita? I don't know, but I like that one.
Mr. Fancy saying he has to go, so I just want to say thank you and say you have a good
Yeah, bye.
Bye. It was so good to see you.
I didn't want to cut the line, but I didn't want to.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like way behind on.
You're not. You're not.
No, you're good.
Oh, everybody keeps commenting, and it's like boop boop, and then I go down one, and then zoom, it goes down all the way, and now I'm like, oh, I've lost where I am. I've lost where I am. I think I did that one already. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think you're at Cheryl. I also want to see Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do too. Yes. Yes.
I don't want to see Dear Evan Hansen, though the plot was completely different than what it actually. I thought the plot was completely different than it actually was. I found out the plot in the movie trailer.
Oh.
wants to see Chicago.
I've
I
never
like
seen
the
it.
movie.
Yeah,
The
me
movie
too.
was amazing.
Have we seen Chicago? Yeah, the movie's amazing, but I didn't think so. We haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, we
Not
saw
live.
That was the first Broadway show I ever took Marcus to, and it was played. The main character was played by not Tom Brady. He's the dude from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Something Brady, isn't that his last name?
Oh, Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady. That's it. Wayne Brady played the main
I
character.
love Wayne Brady.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't know who that is.
Wayne Brady?
We were just talking about this
Oh.
because he'd never been to a Broadway show, and everybody was going upstairs, and we were going downstairs. He goes, "Wait, we're going downstairs, like to the main floor?" I'm like, "Yeah." We sit down or whatever, and he's just, like looking around at the theater, and he's looking in his book, and it's kind of quiet, and he says, "Really, it seemed really loud to me." He's like, "Wayne Brady is in this," and I was just like, I didn't even know I didn't get it because of that. I just got it because it was a day we could go, and I was like, "Oh yeah, look at that."
That's funny. I like Wayne Brady a lot.
Sharon's had a work deadline, so she's been in and out this last sprint, but that's okay. Hope you got some
Multitasking.
good work in. Yeah, multitasking.
Gotcha.
So, is everybody ready to call it?
Yes.
Call it?
I got wrestling it. Yes.
Oh yes, you got your wrestling.
I might be late tomorrow to sprints because tomorrow's the day we pick up our cow.
No excuses. I don't want to
Sorry.
hear.
You're picking up a what?
I need meat for the winter. A cow.
Oh,
We get it.
a
Yeah.
butchered cow then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, you're getting a cow?
No. Yeah,
Your
yeah,
neighbors are gonna love that.
Yeah.
No. So
Okay, so we'll wrap it up, and thanks everybody for showing up for this. And tomorrow at noon, right? Because it's
Noon
11 o'clock
Eastern.
for me, so I'm like
Yes.
noon,
Noon Eastern,
noon Eastern, 11 Central.
11 Central.
9 Pacific.
9 Pacific.
There you go.
Do we ever say Mountain Time? Does anybody ever call out Mountain Time anywhere?
I don't even know what Mountain Time is.
It's an hour.
No, I
between-
don't. I just always say
After-
Eastern, and then people,
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
people, but because that's amazing. I really like.
Oh,
That's
nice.
cool.
That's cool.
But yes, and we will be talking about Halloween and fall cozies tomorrow. Our second scavenger hunt pick, and we'll be doing reading sprints. Yay!
Yay. Okay, so see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye everyone. Thanks, Storm.
Thank you.